Letter 82 by Charles Lamb, Feb. 15, 1801. I had need be cautious henceforward what opinion I give of the lyrical ballads. All the north of England are in a turmoil. Cumberland and Westmoreland have already declared a state of war. I lately received from Wordsworth a copy of the second volume, accompanied by an acknowledgment of having received from me many months since a copy of a certain tragedy, with excuses for not having made any acknowledgment sooner, it being owing to an almost insurmountable aversion from letter writing. This letter I answered in due form and time, and enumerated several of the passages which had most affected me, adding unfortunately that no single piece had moved me so forcibly as the Ancient Mariner, the Mad Mother, or the lines at Tintern Abbey. The post did not sleep a moment. I received almost instantaneously a long letter of 4 sweating pages from my reluctant letter-writer, the purport of which was that he was sorry his 2d Vol. Had not given me more pleasure, devil a hint did I give that it had not pleased me, and was compelled to wish that my range of sensibility was more extended, being obliged to believe that I should receive large influxes of happiness and happy thoughts. I suppose from the L.B. with a deal of stuff about a certain union of tenderness and imagination, which in the sense he used imagination was not the characteristic of Shakespeare, but which Milton possessed in a degree far exceeding other poets, which union, as the highest species of poetry and chiefly deserving that name, he was most proud to aspire to, then illustrating the said union by 2 quotations from his own 2d Vol, which I had been so unfortunate as to miss. First specimen, a father addresses his son. When thou first camest into the world, as it befalls to new-born infants, thou didst sleep away 2 days, and blessings from thy father's tongue then fell upon thee. The lines were thus undermarked, and then followed this passage, as combining in an extraordinary degree that union of imagination and tenderness which I am speaking of, I consider as one of the best I ever wrote. 2d specimen. A youth after years of absence revisits his native place, and thinks, as most people do, that there has been strange alteration in his absence, and that the rocks and everlasting hills themselves were changed. You see, both these are good poetry, but after one has been reading Shakespeare 20 of the best years of one's life, to have a fellow start up and prate about some unknown quality which Shakespeare possessed in a degree inferior to Milton and somebody else. This was not to be all my castigation. Coleridge, who had not written to me some months before, starts up from his bed of sickness to reprove me for my hardy presumption. 4 long pages, equally sweaty and more tedious, came from him, assuring me that, when the works of a man of true genius such as W undoubtedly was, do not please me at first sight, I should suspect the fault to lie in me and not in them, etc., 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 etc. What am I to do with such people? I certainly shall write them a very merry letter. Writing to you, I may say that the 2d Vol. Has no such pieces as the 3 I enumerated. It is full of original thinking and an observing mind, but it does not often make you laugh or cry. It too artfully aims at simplicity of expression, and you sometimes doubt if simplicity be not a cover for poverty. The best piece in it I will send you, being short. I have grievously offended my friends in the north by declaring my undue preference, but I need not fear you. She dwelt among the untrodden ways beside the springs of Dove, a maid whom there were few none to praise and very few to love. A violet by a mossy stone, half hidden from the eye, fair as a star when only one is shining in the sky. She lived unknown, and few could know when Lucy ceased to be, but she is in the grave, and oh, the difference to me. This is choice and genuine, and so are many, many more, but one does not like to have 'em rammed down one's throat. Pray, take it, it's very good, let me help you eat faster. It cannot be too much regretted that Lamb's very merry letter, in answer to Wordsworth and Coleridge's remonstrances, has not been preserved. At the end of the letter is a passage which can be read only in the Boston Bibliophile edition, referring to Dyer's poems, to John Woodville and to Godwin.